I am a linguist. I have learned a few different languages, lived in a few different countries, and of everything I've heard, my personal favorite word is whore. Oh, I'm sorry, not the English word. I'm talking about Dutch. The Dutch word whore, yes, it sounds like that, does not mean anything like the word it sounds like in English. In Dutch, you can sort of use it to strengthen or confirm something. If you say ja hoor, that means yes, sure, but if you say nee hoor, that means surely not. In some contexts, it might also make saying no a little less harsh. But the fact that it sounds exactly like such a bad word in English is why I love the word so much. It just seems so funny and unexpected, which I think is the case for a lot of Dutch words and people's perception of the Dutch language as a whole, like you can see here. Dutch is one of the most closely related languages to English, so we have a lot of words that are very similar. What do you think 13 is in Dutch? That's right, dertien. What's really cool about this example is that it's not just similar because the languages are related, but this used to be 3-teen because, well, it's 3 and 10. And in Dutch, the word for 3 is 3 and 10 is teen. But both of them have gone through the same process of metathesis, switching that R with the vowel. So 13 turns into 13 and 13 turns into dirteen. And like whore, there are other words that sound like really bad words in English but are pretty mundane words in Dutch. For example, kijk, a conjugated form of the verb kijken, or kunt, which again is a conjugated form of the verb kunnen. So if you ask someone, may you help me, you would say kunt u mij helpen. I think words like that, in combination with the fact that so many are so similar to English but have a few sounds that are different, is what makes it seem so funny to English speakers. The grammar can sometimes be a bit tricky, but I personally found Dutch by far the easiest language for me to learn because so many of the words are so similar to English. And some dialects even have an R just like English, which is extremely rare in world languages. It's kind of like when you see a CGI person in a movie and it's not quite right, but you don't exactly know what's wrong, it looks really funny to you. I think that's how a lot of English speakers perceive Dutch because it's so similar, but it's just not quite the same. I highly encourage you to take a look at Dutch and maybe try learning it if you're interested. It's such a joy to learn as an English speaker, and remember, every accent, every dialect, and every language are all equally valid and beautiful.